by the way, ladies and gentlemen, has a very interesting take, shall we say, on just exactly what went down with this whole Intel snafu and the whole scandal on Signal. Jasmine Crockett thinks it has something to do, oddly, with race. Yeah, because like that's exactly what you're thinking. Let's see if I can find this for you. It's pretty incredible. This woman really takes the cake. She just outdoes herself every day. I mean, gosh, AOC, I think you might need to take some lessons from her pretty soon because she's sucking up all the oxygen in the air cycle. I see one of the comments is referencing her little snippet about Hot Wheels down in Texas. Yeah, that's what she called the governor who's in a wheelchair, Governor Abbott. She started making fun of him and used some obscenities along the way as well because, yeah, she's Jasmine Crockett.
And then y'all want to come at us and act like people of color are the problem or that women are the problem? Like, baby, you probably need a good black woman in the room who can check you and tell you that, first of all, you shouldn't be doing this on Signal or anything else.
I didn't realize she said that. We're going to have to miss some audio there too. I mean, come on. Really, I mean, it's like she just can't help herself. The woman is just really atrocious. Like really, really, really atrocious. I was going to avoid the one against Governor Abbott because I heard a bad word. But, you know, you just can't get away from them with one Jasmine Crockett. I mean, Jasmine Crockett, who also is targeting Ted Cruz in Texas, violently so. You heard what she said about Ted Cruz, about how he just needs to get knocked in the head. I mean, this is who you guys are actually. 4% of you actually think that this is the future of the party. I don't know what to tell you. Somebody who's trying to encourage people to go after one Elon Musk. I mean, this is a violent woman. The way she speaks, the things that she's threatening. Here we go.
I think that you punch. I think you punch. I think you're okay with you okay with punching. You know, I think, and I love Colin, and I think towards the end he started to punch a little harder. But like, it's Ted Cruz. I mean, like, this dude has to be knocked over the head, like, hard, right? Like, there is no niceties with him, like, at all. Like, you go clean off on him, right?
Pardon me? What does that mean? You go clean off on him? Pam Bondi, I know, you're looking into it, and I know you've given her the warnings, but you may have a real problem here. She's trying to lead some kind of crusade. On top of that, you get what she has said about none other than one Elon Musk, which also is pretty bad because she's got her birthday coming up, and she said some pretty darn threatening things here. I think this is an issue, and you shouldn't be walking away from it.
Thank you so much, Annie. And I won't hold y'all because I know how much people love to listen to politicians. So I'll make sure that I keep it short. But I am truly here for very selfish reasons. Starting with on March 29th, it's my birthday. And all I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. Yes.
I mean, the Democrats are being exposed. They got a phony rally. They got phony contestants here, or whatever you want to call them, candidates like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I mean, I'm sorry, Kamala Harris at 9%. What are you guys thinking? And then you got Bernie. Oh, poor Bernie. He was so proud of this little rally thing. So he decided to go over to ABC News and do an interview. But he got a little agitated, shall we say, as he's known to do. But in this case, it's because they brought up somebody who's a little bit of a thorn in his side. Even though he was doing this rally with her, in conjunction with her, AOC is a bit of a competitor. You see, she's the other socialist out there. Well, you got a few socialists, right? Barack, you got Hakeem, and then you got Jasmine, which, well, I don't even know what she is. Some of these people might actually just be communists, shall we say. Bernie Sanders walking out in this big blow up on an interview with ABC News.
The Beltway consultants, very well paid, who are way out of touch with the 32,000 people who are here today.
Ocasio-Cortez's criticism of Schumer has been harsher, fueling speculation she'll challenge him in the Democratic primary when he is up for re-election in 3 years. For his part, Sanders doesn't want to talk about whether or not Schumer should remain the Democratic leader in the Senate. And he got irritated when I asked him about the possibility of AOC running, abruptly getting up to end the interview.
Okay, you're out there with AOC today. Do you see her as a future of the progressive?
We have one of the untold stories of what's going on in current American politics is that in the House of Representatives, you have dozens and dozens of strong, smart, disciplined, hardworking young people in the Progressive Caucus. And, you know, way back when I first came to the Congress and the House, I helped form the Progressive Caucus. We had 5 people in it at that time. Now they got close to 100. So you got a whole lot of good people. Alexandria is extraordinary. I am so impressed by her work in Congress and she inspires young people all over the country.
Would you like to see her joining the Senate?
Right now, we have, as I said, just a whole lot of people in the Congress. Okay, Jonathan, thanks.
Wait, I got one more. That's important.
Well, I asked you.
Okay.
You know, you want to do nonsense, do nonsense.
No.
I don't want to talk about inside the Beltway stuff. I got 32,000 people.
I was just asking you about AOC because she was out there with you.
Yeah, fine. But I don't want to talk about this. What was the last question?
I was just going to ask you one more question about you. I mean, that's all. I was literally your last.
What is your question?
Well, I mean, it's easier if you're sitting.
No,
I want to ask you about your future. This is the biggest crowd. You said you ran for president twice. This is the biggest crowd you've ever seen. Are we going to see you run again, or what's your future?
Oh my gosh, that's like a Puffy's question, and he basically says, "No, you know, I'm too old." So you think he might want to pass the mantle on, right? And instead, he gets up and leaves the interview because he knows AOC is ahead of him. Oh my gosh, 10-8. Bernie, touchy. What a guy. What a guy. Listen, we get some real frightening people there on the horizon. But as you know, a friend of mine said this morning, he's a total comedy, spirit-filled. Thank you again.